Oh, so sad. I'm gonna cry again. I don't need the tears. Hello. I'm freezing. It's 9 a.m. We're going to Barnes & Noble. Bright and early. I checked the time they wake up. They wake up. I'm not woken up. What time they open. I called them last week and I said, Colleen Hoover, new book comes out next week, reminders of him. And she said some select like Barnes & Nobles get them. Like, do you get them? And they said yes. So I was like, okay, can I pre-order? Can I put my name down and come pick it up the day it comes out? She said yes, of course. She put my name down. But I have a weird feeling that they haven't like done inventory yet and like stuff like that. I don't know. I just wanted to go bright and early. I could call them, but I just think it'd be more fun if we just go. I didn't even intro this video, but hello guys, welcome or welcome back. I am gonna be hopefully reading Colleen's new book, Reminders of Him. It is free on the Kindle, so if I can't get it in person, I'm gonna read it on the Kindle and buy the book eventually anyway. So either way, we are reading it today. But I'm gonna try to make it spoiler free, which is hard for me when I do reading vlogs because I just want to like get out what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. I am so excited. I woke up, I set an alarm early. I usually am in bed right now. And they're gonna be like, why is this crazy girl coming in looking for a book so early in the morning? But it's fine. It's really snowing, guys. You wanna see? It just started. Can you tell? You can't even tell. Okay, I'm gonna get there and hopefully, fingers crossed everyone, that they have it. Maybe they just haven't taken it out of boxes yet. I don't know. Okay, I'll let you know. More than you know. Guys, I was editing and I went to go film this part just to include because I needed to put a disclaimer and look at my hair. It's so embarrassing. So I filmed this video not spoiler free, so I filmed it while speaking about all like the plot twists and everything happening, but I decided just now that I'm gonna make the video spoiler free and then at the end will be all the spoilers. So if when you're watching it, I'm kind of just talking about, or you'll see my reactions to stuff, but some stuff you won't know what I'm reacting to, and it might look a little weird because I again filmed it with all the spoilers in it. So yeah, watch at your own discretion. I'm gonna put a little note when the spoilers come so you can exit out of the video if you haven't read the book yet, or watch if you want to. I just wanted to do that because some people haven't read it yet and I don't want to ruin the book for them. But again, it might look a little bit choppy when I'm cutting out the spoilers to put at the end of the video because again, I just didn't film it that way, so we'll see how it goes. I'm currently gonna cut out all my spoilers and put them at the end, so I hope it's good. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, just wanted to put this out there so that you guys can continue watching. Just stop if you haven't read the ending at the end. Okay, enjoy. Okay, they didn't have it yet. They said they get it in like the afternoon, so they're gonna call me when their package comes in, but I want to start it, so we're downloading it on the Kindle. Thank God it's free. I don't want to buy it twice. I mean, I would if I had to. I don't even know what it's about. After serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake. Wait, she spent 5 years in prison. She has a 4-year-old daughter. Okay, look at the snow now, guys. How pretty. Okay, I guess let's start it. I don't know why I'm so confused on the prison part, but let's start. Okay, I just finished chapter 1. I didn't start chapter 2 yet, but it says it's in Ledger's point of view, which is the main male. I guess it's gonna be the love interest, I'm assuming, but I like that it's dual point of view. That's my favorite type to read, seeing both sides. But she has a kid, and now I figured it out. She was pregnant in the cell, which makes sense why she's been in there 5 years, but her child is 4. It's a daughter. Her name is DM. She just got out and went to a apartment place, and now she has to find a job. So now we're in Ledger's point of view. I'll be back. She's writing in, her name's Kenna, I don't know if I said that, but she's writing in a little notebook to Scotty, which is Scotty the father of the child? He's dead. And she's writing to him like a little journal note entry, and Ledger is the other point of view, and he works at the bar in the town that she went back to, and she went to the bar and stuff, so I don't know. They both think each other's attractive, so that's that. But yeah, that's all I have right now. And is Ledger the one? I think Ledger is the one that has her kid, or he already has a 4-year-old, but I think it's a coincidence. That can't be that big of a coincidence, so maybe that's Kenna's child is with him. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm on chapter 4. Okay, I'm trying to like picture them. He said that her hair is russet. I don't know what russet is, so I'm looking it up. This is russet. So I'm guessing it's like a brown, almost reddish, like that, I guess. That's her. And then he has dark hair that's pretty long and played for the Broncos. Like, he used to play football, so I'm assuming he's a bigger guy. That's all I had to say. But he keeps saying that, like, she's beautiful, her face is beautiful, but he's kind of scared of her, like, the way she's at a bar and ordering things that no one orders and just sitting by herself, not looking at anyone, which he doesn't know that she just came from prison and trying to find her daughter. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. She was leaving and he chased her out because he didn't get her name or anything and said, come back to the bar at 11. And now she's like contemplating if she should. But this is giving me very much, if you guys read Hopeless, Owen and, I mean, not really. A little. I don't know. Because then Owen and Hopeless, they went to the bar and it was like, I don't know. Is this gonna be like an insta love thing? Like he's just so attracted to her. Seems like it. She's mysterious. The thing is, the writing, like I can keep reading this for so long. It doesn't matter if the story's not my favorite. Like I could read this for, I don't know, Colleen's writing is my favorite. So like I can just like keep reading for hours and I'll finish this book in one sitting. But the story so far, I don't know. It's just like with Colleen, I never know where it's going. And I think that's what intrigues me. So like I don't know the whole Scotty, the daughter, the child that he's watching. I feel like it's the daughter, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know what I just said. I don't know what update I just gave, but she is saying that she didn't come back to the town to meet guys. She came for her daughter, but I think that that's changing because of Ledger. Kind of like that name. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Oh my god, guys. Sorry, I put a headband in because my bangs are so annoying. I need to cut them. But I was gonna predict this. Oh my god. I love when things connect. I love when Colleen connects everything. I wish I had the book because I like to annotate how I like to annotate with this. You can only highlight, but I guess I'll just highlight the whole thing. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, I'm on chapter 6. I love you, Colleen, so much. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, guys. She had like almost panic attack and it was just like crazy. I love when Colleen does stuff like this where people are connected, and she was like writing one of her letters to Scotty because she writes him letters, and she was like, am I one step closer to seeing my daughter, and all this stuff. Oh, it's crazy. This is crazy. I'm on chapter 8. I'm 15% in the book. I want to finish it today somehow, but I'm just gonna sit here and read. It's 11:52 a.m. I'm still waiting for Barnes to call me that they have the book in store. I've just been like highlighting parts that I like, but I wish I had the book because I like to annotate in a specific way, which you guys are getting in how I annotate video very soon. I'm on chapter 8. Now Ledger's POV. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm on chapter 13, 27% done with the book, but so, her side, it's her daughter. Okay, this part was a big spoiler moment that I had to take everything out, but at this point, we found out a very big moment, I guess you could say, not a plot twist, because I kind of predicted that it was coming, like you knew this part was coming, but you kind of figure out that, I don't really know what to say without giving much away, but this was a little bit of a twist section, so I can't say anything, but it is getting a little crazy. Things are connecting more, dots are connecting more, and it's getting a little bit sad, and you're kind of having to like pick a side really of how you're feeling, what you think is right and wrong, but I don't know. This part was crazy. I couldn't keep in anything that I said in this little section because the whole thing was just me explaining what happened to really process it, so that's at the end, but at this point, things are getting crazy. That's really, I just gave you an update of what I read, but I don't know what could happen now. There's some weird feeling that her and Ledger are gonna end up together anyway in the end, but I don't know, because Colleen can always throw 100 different twists in your face, so, but I'm gonna keep reading because it's getting very good. Hi, I turned my little space heater on. If you hear that, sorry if it's loud, but I'm reading and Kenna is now like saying basically, doesn't matter what a mother's done, like if she births a kid, she should have the right to at least see her. Or like the kid, which, you know what, I think I agree with it. Even if it's like a scheduled meeting with like surveillance or whatever, I don't know, I like feel bad for her. Like a lot, but I can see why obviously they don't want her to see her daughter. But yeah, now I am on chapter 15, 33% in. I'm gonna keep reading. I feel like kind of soon she's gonna be talking with Ledger again. I feel like they're gonna meet up or something, or she's gonna meet her daughter. I feel like something like that's about to happen. But yeah, that's where I am. Little update. I had to take a little bit of a break to make some food because I got hungry, but yeah, now it feels weird because I took a break from reading my Addicted series. I'm on the 6th book. I'm on Thrive. It just felt weird taking a break from the book because I've been so in that world and reading those books for weeks now that like reading a whole nother little story right now is like, I don't know, maybe I needed the break, but it's Colleen, so I'd read Colleen any time of the day. Back to reading. Hello. So I like that she includes the letters that Kenna writes, because Kenna writes like memories with Scotty from back in the day when they were together. It was only 6 months, which I feel like isn't a long time, but they were in love. I like that she includes that because you can see their relationship and like how they were together, and instead of her just like saying in the present time, like, I don't know, I just like that she includes like exactly little memories of them and what they were doing. I feel like it makes it like Scotty feel more of a real like character rather than just like a memory. Chapter 17, page 117. I have 200 pages left. I've read 117 pages, and I'm gonna read to 200 pages, take a break because I have videos to edit, and then hopefully read the last 120. I know that's like a little bit of a stretch. It's a lot of reading in a day, but I wanted to read this in a day, so that's what we're doing today. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. That's all I gotta say. Goodbye. Kenna just saw videos of DM for the first time, and I just started crying. It says, and I started crying. Things are looking up, kind of, a little. Almost. Chapter 21, page 143, 45% it. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so I've moved positions. I'm now with 2 sleeping dogs, but I feel so bad for Kenna. But like I understand both sides, which is like the worst part. I don't know. Colleen's crazy. You never know what the ending is gonna be like. So I don't know if it's gonna be a happy ending or like sad. I don't know. I can't even like expect to know where this book is gonna go. So I'm now 48% in, page 150. Yeah, I have no idea where this is going. Very entertaining. Colleen does a good job like keeping you on your toes because she doesn't tell you the full story of everything, and like she doesn't give any hints of anything. Like I don't know, I always say I love the way she writes, and I really do, because it's like all of her books are ones that I could just speed through because I want to know what's gonna happen and I want to know what happens next, and each character like being in their point of view, like it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. I just love her writing so much. I'm gonna keep going, hopefully get halfway through the book very soon. Okay, this is something about my reading, literally nothing about the book, but I feel like I read faster on my Kindle. I don't know why. Like if I'm sitting here with a book in my hand, it takes me like a little bit longer to get through it, get distracted and stuff, but holding my Kindle, like I'm already 56% in and I just like scroll past the pages so quick. I don't know if it's like the convenience of the Kindle and like highlighting on the Kindle, like with my book when I like to pause, highlight, underline, like it takes to like go back and do everything more manual, I guess. I don't know. Reading on my Kindle, like I just read so much faster. That was so random, but I felt like I had to say something. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm on chapter 25. Nothing really big happened and she finally got a phone. She didn't have a phone, so back to reading. It's been a while because I had some work to do and I edited a little, so now it's like 4. But I feel like they're connecting more. Okay, so I was on Colleen Hoover's Instagram live a few days ago trying to win some books and like just listening to her, and there was a part that she talked about where they got snow cones and with sprinkles on it, and she was like, my sister, when she was reading over the book for me, said that was so weird, like no one puts sprinkles on their snow cones. And I just got to that part like a little bit ago, so I thought that was funny that I got to that part she was talking about. But they like got snow cones. He showed her the house he's building, like connecting. It's so good. I'm 65% in, about 100 pages left, so I hope something crazy happens soon. Yeah, I just feel like they're connecting a little bit more. Bye. Okay, he said some really nice stuff and it was just like so nice. I'm now 71% in, 7 minutes left of this chapter 32, page 228. So I am nervous. I don't know how it's gonna go. I feel like, I don't know, it could be literally anything since Colleen, but like, I don't know, something's gonna happen because Colleen always has a trick up her sleeve and I'm nervous. So sad. I have to pause on page 251. Okay, I need to finish. Guys, the way it was described too, oh my god, that was like a lot. Just took a little bit of a break. Chapter 35, 80% in the book. I have 60 pages left, so I don't know, that was a lot, but I'm gonna keep going. Guys, aww, I'm gonna cry again. I don't need the tears. Like, I wanted to say, like, when she was going over what happened that night, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people would probably hate her in that situation, but I feel like you really can't judge it if you're not put in a situation like that, God forbid. Like, what she did was out of, like she said in the whole thing, like adrenaline, and if you read it, you know what I mean, but I don't know, I didn't judge her for it. I feel like you don't know until that happens to you, God forbid, but I don't know. I can't even imagine what happens now. 50 pages left. I'm nervous how this is gonna end. Let's see if I'm right. So now I guess we wait. I have about 30 pages left, but I'm gonna go shower and I'm gonna finish it and then I'm gonna come back, give you my final thoughts on this book. Just stay tuned for that. Guys, I just finished. I don't know what it is, but this book really got me. Just rated it, as you can see my rating, but I'm not gonna give my final thoughts. I'll do that tomorrow so that I can really get into it. But oh my god, Colleen even made the playlist. If you've read it, the last few pages. I'm gonna give my thoughts tomorrow, but I just wanted to tell everyone that I did finish it and that I am crying. I'm gonna sit for this one. It is the next day. Okay, last night you saw I gave it a 5 out of 5. I actually changed that after really absorbing the book. That happens to me a lot. Like, I will feel like it's a 5 out of 5 and then I'll really think about the books. I'll look at other reviews and then I like compare it to other books, and then I'm a harsh rater, so that's what happens. But I switched it to a 4 out of 5. I wish I could put 4.5 out of 5 on Goodreads, but definitely a 4.5 out of 5. I switched it because the storyline, the plot is not something I would typically read. Obviously I got that book and I read it because it was a Colleen book. It was a new release. It was hyped. Obviously I wanted to read a Colleen book and her new book, but the storyline, I feel like it's not something I would pick out, not something I would want to read. It's a contemporary romance, but it has a whole other plot. Her coming out of jail, having to restart her life, but having going back to the town with her daughter and trying to find her daughter and that family, and it's just like, that's just me. That's not a novel storyline I would read the back of and say I want to read this. But being that it was Colleen, being that it made me cry a bunch of times, the emotions that came out of me, like, Colleen books know how to do that. Her writing is just my favorite, and I don't just say that now to say that, like, it truly is. She is my favorite author because all of her books I could binge read. And I was talking to someone on Instagram yesterday, and she was like, I saved some Colleen books because whenever I'm in a slump, I know I could read one of them and get out of it. And I was like, that is so true, because I haven't read some of them, and I know when I get to them, if I'm ever in a slump or something and I read them, like, it will help me. Because her writing is just like, I don't know, the way she does it, you feel like you're in the minds of the character, and the emotions like feel like they're yours. So I don't know, she does such a phenomenal job. So it was definitely a good read, just not one I would normally pick up, but I loved the ending. It didn't have a Colleen on brand plot twist at the end, which usually happens. It was more, I would say, like a wholesome wrap up. Definitely will make you cry, definitely will get the tears out of you. And the epilogue, I cried even harder. It was just like an amazing ending. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I definitely think that you guys should read it if you haven't yet. I'm really upset that Barnes never called me for my my paperback cover. They said yesterday they were gonna get it, didn't call me, but they never did. So thank God for the Kindle, right? Those are all my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. And is this a spoiler? I was gonna predict this, but with Scotty, her ex that died, Kenna was supposed to meet her best friend one night and never happened. And Ledger was the best friend she was supposed to meet, and she's finally meeting him and they kiss. Oh my god. Ledger is Scotty's old best friend, and Scotty's first date with her was in Ledger's car, so when she saw the car that Ledger was gonna bring him home in, she had like almost panic attack, and it was just like crazy. And I knew that Ledger was the one that has a daughter. I don't know exactly, but I still think that he has her daughter. Wait till Ledger finds out. I think he's gonna, when he does find out, because I know obviously he's going to, I think he's gonna be very mad that she's been lying to him, but for good reason she's lying. I don't know, because she kissed him, and that's literally his best friend's ex that she killed in was it a car accident? They didn't really say, but I think that she was drunk driving. That's my prediction when we get to that part. He does have DM. She went to go to the parents' house where, well, Scotty's parents that have DM, and she put two and two together that Ledger had DM too. She went to go to the house, and Ledger saw her and like screamed at her and then took her home and basically said like, get out of our lives, we don't want you here. And it's just like, oh, like I see where he's coming from, because she killed him in the accident and literally left him there to die thinking she can get away with it. And then her side, it's her daughter. Oh, okay, I also want to say I feel bad for Ledger because he's like in the middle of it, because he feels bad for Kenna, but he also feels bad for the parents because he's like helping raise DM. I just feel really bad for him because he's like stuck in the middle, wants to help and please both, but that's hard. Ledger's finally starting to feel bad and like thinking of what Scotty would have wanted, which is for her to, I guess, be with her daughter. I don't know, but he showed her videos of DM, and he said that it's as if I'm witnessing her become a mother. It might be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And I started crying. Things are looking up because Ledger is now on her side, kind of, a little. Almost. So she saw Kenna, DM in the parking lot of the grocery store, but they drove away before she could say hi or anything. And then Ledger is now giving her a job, like doing dishes in the back of the bar, because he like feels bad. I feel so bad for Kenna, but like I understand both sides, which is like the worst part. I feel like she's getting closer to meeting DM. I feel like I don't know. Ledger's kind of still on Kenna's side. He's still torn between what to do, I guess. But he did tell her that they got a restraining order on her, which was nice. And she finally got a phone. She didn't have a phone, so. Also at the job that she works at the bar, all the co-workers think her name is Nicole, which is her middle name. Like no one knows who she is except for Roman, I guess his best friend now. They're like connecting, but they know they can't be together because for obvious reasons. And I have a feeling that the grandparents are gonna find out that he's been hanging out with her when she even has a restraining order, or they have a restraining order on her. I don't know, he brought her up to her apartment. He usually walks her back to her apartment after work, like she doesn't have a car or whatever, and this time she realized she's the one holding back. I don't know, but he said some really nice stuff about saying that he's gonna fight for her to meet DM and be there for DM and all this stuff, and saying that he hopes one day that DM grows up to be just like her. All this really, really sweet stuff, and it was just like so nice. And now they're together, and I'm feeling, I keep saying this, but I feel like now is the time where grandparents are gonna find out, because now that they've established feelings for each other and they have a connection, I feel like what's left is the daughter and the grandparents. So I am nervous. I don't know how it's gonna go. I feel like, I don't know, it could be literally anything since Colleen. I feel like when they find out, they're probably gonna put it on Ledger and like kick him out of the picture and stuff, but like, I don't know. But she just read the letter that she wrote to Scotty, like detailing the night of what happened, and she read it out loud to Ledger, and that one hurt real bad. The way it was described too, oh my god. Like the way that she felt and like what happened. Remember last time I said, next, I think the last thing that could happen is her meeting her daughter. That didn't happen yet. So now I'm saying I think Ledger is gonna bring her somewhere or bring it up to the grandparents. Something. he's gonna help her, which I really hope he does. She said, I would have fallen for you even if you didn't love DM, and he said, I fell for you because of how much you do. I'm gonna cry. Again, I don't need the tears. Grandparents found out, fighting. He chose the DM over her, but then he's trying to save it right now. I don't want to say what he's doing really. I guess that's a spoiler. I don't know if this is a spoiler for you or not by this point, but if you read it, you know what he did. So now I guess we wait. Okay, one last thing in the spoiler section that I really wanted to talk about, because I did it in the video because I didn't know if I was gonna be spoiler free or not, but now that we're in this part of the video, when Grace, the grandma, came to the house or to the apartment after reading the letter and waking up finally not hating Kenna, I hysterically cried when she brought out the ring from, if you guys remember the letter about the memory of Scotty and Kenna, when she said she really liked that ring but it was $4,000, and he went back and got it and said, I wanted this to poster in the future, and Grace kept it and gave it to her. Bawling. That part really got me. I'm getting emotional right now thinking about it again, but that part really got me. I loved that part. And then the end where when the pigeon came out with Patrick and Ledger, cried again. And then just the whole ending of her meeting her daughter and connecting with her again, like the whole family dynamic and how, I don't know, I just loved the ending. I thought it was just like emotional and so good. But I will say, I felt like they're in Colleen fashion. Usually there's a huge plot twist at the end, and this one there wasn't, which I said kind of in my wrap up, but I was expecting a plot twist to come and it just never did. But that's fine. I liked the wrap up wholesomeness. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that part really got me. I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!